You stupid girl! Where the hell are you right now?
What do you mean, where are you? I'm just finishing up at my extracurricular club.
Are you serious? When the hell did you start doing after-school activities?
What do you mean, when? I started doing it right after I joined the school. Mia joined the tennis club and I joined choir. I thought you knew that.
The difference is that I actually care about Mia's extracurricular activities. Yours, not so much.
What's wrong with you? I only joined choir because you told me to.
What are you talking about?
You told me you don't have any money to spend on my after-school activities, so I should join a club that doesn't cost anything. That's why I joined choir.
Did I really say that? That sounds like something I might have said, but who knows?
You did say that. I heard you say it. In the beginning, I really wanted to join the tennis club too. But I joined choir instead because you told me to. You're always fawning all over my sister. But when it comes to me, you really don't care at all, do you?
Well, what else do you expect me to do? Mia's a gifted child. She's nothing like you, a good-for-nothing waste of space. She's actually worth spending my time and money on. Plus, that ship's already sailed. Just when, exactly, do you plan on getting back home?
My choir group usually practices on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturday mornings. But since there's the competition coming up, we've been practicing every day after school.
And why are you telling me this?
What do you mean?
You're telling me this as if I care what you're up to. While you're outside gallivanting around, who the hell do you think is making dinner?
But I left a note on the table. I told you that I wouldn't be able to cook dinner for a while.
What? Why on earth did you assume I'd read a random note you'd written? Did you really think I would let you off the hook? Or maybe you realized I wouldn't let you go, so you wrote a note instead? Come and tell me to my face, you little snake.
I did. I tried to tell you, but whenever I try to talk to you, you get angry. And Dad's always on business trips, so he's never home. There was no one to tell. That's why I left you a note.
Shut up! Stop making excuses. Your whole little victim complex, attention-seeking act is getting annoying.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Who gives a damn about your choir competition? Making dinner is 100 times more important than some little competition.
You do realize that this competition is only held once a year, right? Just as I was starting to really enjoy choir.
Making dinner is your job. Or did you forget that your sister has tutoring from 6? You'd better finish making dinner by 6, or else.
You can't be serious. Even if I were to leave now and start making dinner, I wouldn't be able to finish cooking in time. Tomorrow's the same.
If that's the case, don't you think you'd be better off just skipping this little singing club you've joined altogether and just coming straight home? I don't need you messing up anyone else's plans.
But what about my plans?
Are you for real? You mean those plans that don't involve any tutoring or extra classes? Good one. Stop wasting my time talking about such stupid things.
But I'm part of loads of sports clubs and committees too.
It's all nothing compared to the number of activities Mia's doing.
That doesn't even make any sense.
You need to quit the shabby choir club of yours by the end of the day. What a depressing thing to get involved in.
I already told you I can't. I can't quit in the middle of the year. Plus, being in a club like this one is good for future college applications. I have to stay in.
How about the Go Straight Home Club? I think that one sounds perfect for you.
No way! I don't want to. Everyone kind of looks down on the kids who aren't in some sort of activity after school.
Forget about what everyone else is doing. The only person you need to concern yourself with is yourself. You're not going to live a very good life if you just follow what everyone around you is doing.
But
I don't want any ifs or buts. Since you won't be back in time, I'll just take Mia out for dinner tonight.
What about me? What am I supposed to do?
Oh, please. Just eat whatever's left in the fridge. Tomorrow, if you haven't got dinner ready on the table by 6 p.m., I won't be as forgiving as today. If you can't keep up with your commitments, I'll just have to pull you out of school.
That's going way too far. Are you seriously saying you're going to pull me out of school for not making dinner?
What can I say? Imbeciles are the vermin of society. It's a waste to spend money on trash. If you can't even help your sister, you'd be better off dropping out of high school now and finding a job.
I can't believe you'd say something so mean to your own daughter.
You truly are an idiot. I bet you can't even do basic math, can you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't you realize this whole conversation is a waste of time?
What are you talking about?
I'm the type of person who never backs out on their word. So you'd be better off realizing that no matter how much you beg me, my answer will still be the same. This is exactly why you should have just done exactly what I told you to do from the start and saved us all the hassle. Because in the end, you'll end up doing what I tell you to anyway. Any time you spend trying to undermine or go against me will just end up going to waste. Trust me, it's a bad way to spend your life.
That might be true, but I can't just stand there and go along silently with something I don't agree with.
That's an awfully brave thing to say for someone who's living off of their parents' money. Who do you think you are talking to the person who's keeping you clothed and fed like that? Stop with this foolish behavior.
That's not what I was trying to say at all.
Should I tell you something? I wanted to kick you out as soon as you started high school. Without you there to ruin everything, we would have been the perfect family. Your dad, Mia, and I. The only reason you're still here is that Mia said she'd leave if I kicked you out. You should feel grateful for your sister's compassion. Otherwise, you'd be long gone.
Yeah, but what about choir?
Enough with the talking back! It's getting annoying. If I say you need to quit choir, then you need to quit! If you've got enough time to spend on something as ridiculous as choir, then you can use it to study instead. If you can somehow become as much of a genius as Mia is, I'll treat you the same way I treat her. Until then, I don't give a damn what your opinion is.
Understood. So you're saying that all I need to do is study a bit harder and try a bit more with the housework?
You say all I need to do, as if you actually have the ability to do it. I just hope you know that if you fail your next exam, I won't let it go this time. I'm not expecting anything close to the grades Mia gets, but your score had better be better than just average, or else.
So you're saying that if my grades are better on my next exam, you'll let me continue to go to choir?
Yeah, sure, whatever. You have a test coming up next week, don't you? To be fair, all of this means nothing unless you somehow manage to get an amazing score. I mean, it's not like you can do it anyway.
You're such an idiot! Why would you do something like that? I can't believe you'd go that far.
Why are you so upset? You were supposed to be at your tutoring session today. You are truly unbelievable. I can't believe you went to the hospital with Madison.
You're disgusting. You went too far. When I got back, Madison was just lying on the floor. So, yeah, of course I called an ambulance and went to the hospital with her. The fact that you, as her mother, refused to go with her to the hospital is the only thing that's truly unbelievable. There was a baseball bat lying on the floor next to Madison. Was it you? Did you do that to her?
She brought this on herself. It's her own fault for being an idiot.
That doesn't give you the right to hit her with a baseball bat. You're completely out of your mind.
I only hit her a couple of times. Plus, she's at the hospital, so she's fine. Stop getting so worked up over nothing.
Did you tell the paramedics that she fell down the stairs? Even though you beat her with a baseball bat.
What was I supposed to do? She got a bad grade on her exam again, even though she said she'd do better this time. I did it out of love, as a way to teach her a lesson. If I had told the paramedics the truth, they would have taken me straight to the cops, am I right? That's why I had to tell them it was an accident.
That's not love. What do you mean you had to tell them it was an accident? You didn't have to do anything. If this is your love, you have a twisted and messed up way of showing it. You're a terrible parent, and I wish they had arrested you.
Now, Mia. Don't say such awful things to your mother. Haven't I always treated you well? Your idiot sister will get better in no time anyway, so there's really no need to make such a big fuss out of such a small issue.
You beat her to a bloody pulp, yet you don't feel even the tiniest bit of guilt?
I mean, I don't see what the problem is. What's wrong with using a baseball bat to knock a bit of sense into my idiot daughter? I really don't believe that just a couple of hits would cause enough damage to require a visit to the emergency room.
None of that matters anymore.
What are you talking about?
Madison's dead.
What do you mean? Now just hold on a second. I'm not stupid enough to fall for a lie like that.
You beat Madison bloody, and now she's dead.
Okay, I get it. You can drop the axe now. I didn't hit her that hard, did I now? And it definitely wasn't hard enough to kill someone.
Didn't you see how much blood was on the floor?
Stop it. What kind of joke is this? Oh, I see. This is supposed to be a prank. You were trying to scare me, weren't you? Okay, I'll give you that one. You definitely had me scared for a moment there. Saying that, please don't make such a distasteful joke. I was worried the cops were about to come here and start questioning me.
That's what got you scared?
What else would I be scared of? If she dies, the cops would come straight to me, right? I might have been the one to hit her with a baseball bat, but I don't want the cops coming around and getting all up in my business. I definitely don't need that in my life.
Words can't even describe just how awful you are. What do you think about all of this, Madison? I know she wants to talk to you, so I'm going to let her take the phone. What do I think? All I can think about right now is how disgusting my toxic mom is. A woman who has only ever cared about herself her whole life.
Take the phone? What do you mean?
Thank you.
What's going on?
I just wanted you to admit that you beat me with a baseball bat. There were no eyewitnesses, and my word wouldn't have been enough on its own. That's why I wanted to get you to admit to your crime via text.
Hold on a second. I see what this is. Am I talking to Madison?
Ding, ding, ding.
Are you serious? You're alive? What was all of that about then? I knew it was all a prank. I can't believe you try and make me look like an idiot.
Well, you know what I can't believe? I can't believe that you'd hit your daughter with a baseball bat. You set a clear path for a grievous bodily harm charge. You know that, right?
Grievous bodily harm. Don't be so dramatic. It was just a bit of good old-fashioned discipline.
Discipline?
Exactly. I hope that maybe if I knocked your head around a little, you get a little smarter. It's like smacking a TV remote to make it start working again.
Stop treating me like an idiot!
Don't get smart with me. This week's grade is proof that you're an imbecile. I don't want an idiot for a daughter.
So you're saying that you really wouldn't have cared if I had died?
Not at all. What does it have to do with me whether you live or die? As long as I have Mia and her superior genes by my side, my retirement is secure. Who cares what happens to you after that?
Do you really hate me that much?
Of course! You're an idiot!
No, I'm not!
No matter how hard you studied, all you could get was 48 to 49, or maybe a 50 at best. All your scores were 50 and below. If you can't even get more than half of the answers on a test right, you have to be an idiot.
For all of those tests, the maximum score was 50, so I don't really see your point.
Wait, what?
I asked Mia to show me how she studies. It seems like I'm not so stupid after all. I just didn't know how to prepare for exams. After Mia gave me a few tricks for passing exams, it's almost funny how easily the answers came to me.
So, you're telling me that you're not an idiot?
Well, I don't know about my exact grade, but Mia said that if I carry on like this, we can apply to Harvard together.
You at Harvard? Since when were you that smart?
Well, this is all according to what Mia said.
Mia has always been spot on when it comes to these things. Does this mean you might have a chance of being as good as Mia? Now this is something to celebrate! Great work, Madison!
Are you serious?
How is your head? I hope the shock from the injury hasn't done anything to your brain. No wonder you're both so talented. You share the same genes. I'm so glad I decided to believe in you both and raise you so well.
You're truly terrifying. I mean, this is textbook sociopath behavior. You switch tunes so fast that I can't even keep up with you.
Since you're able to message me, you must be doing fine, right? Let's order from your favorite pizza place to celebrate your recovery.
You don't need to do that.
Why not?
I lost a lot of blood, but I wasn't seriously injured. It seems like a lot of head injuries where the patient loses a lot of blood are usually quite superficial. But they need to run a few tests, so I'll be in hospital for a while.
My poor baby. I'm on my way to the hospital right now, so just hold on a little longer.
You don't need to come.
Why wouldn't I come?
Because Dad's already here. Oh, by the way, we've all been reading your messages together.
What? What do you mean?
Dad's furious. I've never seen him so mad. He told me he had no idea about your behavior and apologized to me. He also said that today's baseball bat incident was completely unforgivable. He then said that not only are you a horrible mother, but you're just an awful human being in general. Which is why he's filing for divorce immediately.
Divorce? We can't get divorced. We were just about to become the perfect family, complete with our 2 gifted children.
Mia, Dad, and I. None of us consider you family. Not after seeing your demented behavior.
That's not fair! I didn't know! How was I supposed to know you weren't an idiot?
You're the one who decided to make a rash judgment and act foolishly based on that mistaken judgment. The cops are on their way to have a nice talk. I decided to file a lawsuit against you for grievous bodily harm.
How could you do something so cruel to your own mother? You do realize that they'll come here and arrest me, right? How can you be okay with that?
You getting arrested is nothing compared to almost killing your own child. After today, we're cutting ties with you. Don't expect to receive any care packages from us while you're in prison or to be able to enjoy a peaceful retirement once you get out.
You can't be serious.
If you hurt other people, you get arrested. I didn't realize you were so dense that you couldn't even grasp a concept as simple as that. Now you're about to be arrested, and you've lost both your home and your family. Knowing that even if you somehow managed to get out of prison, you would live a meaningless life with an equally bleak future brings me great joy. After all, what is it you said before? Imbeciles are the vermin of society. After that, it seems like the cops arrived and my mother was arrested on the spot. As soon as I recovered, we moved in with my paternal grandparents out in the country. Partly to protect me from all the media attention. Even from out in the country, we were able to join in on some online tutoring classes. Luckily, Mia's grades weren't affected at all. I also started joining Mia during her online tutoring classes, and my grades improved significantly. Soon after that, both of us received our acceptance letters from our first choice colleges. Even now, my mother, who was released from prison, still sends us letters telling us how much she wishes she could live with us and be a family again, but we just burn every letter we get from her as soon as they arrive. No matter how much she's changed, any parent who would beat their child with a baseball bat doesn't deserve forgiveness. My mother, who now has a criminal record, has been struggling while bouncing between part-time jobs after being unable to find stable work, and has even gone as far as to get herself into debt, but I just think she's lucky enough to be able to live a life where she doesn't get beaten with a baseball bat.